Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Diamond, and I'm author of The 10-Step Guide to Creating Your Own Growth Strategy for Your Company. Right now, it is on my website at elevatediamondstrategy.com/book or elevatediamondstrategy.com on the homepage, as well and as well as on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. I actually wanted to share with you why I wrote this book. So I actually have been doing strategy consulting now for over 20 years, which is insane. And the reason why it's insane is because I didn't even know what strategy consulting was. When I was younger, I started my career off in finance and accounting. I became a CPA. I worked for a large accounting firm, Ernst & Young, which is now called EY. I love doing audit and I love doing M&A, but I was at a crossroads and I wanted to do something different. And honestly, one of my colleagues at work was like, "Oh, did you ever hear about strategy consulting?" I was like, "No, I didn't know what it was." So I went to business school at Duke, and I worked for a large, firm, Accenture, and I did all these great things. And I've been working with so many companies over the years. On my own, I have worked with 65 companies in 31 industries, from startup, early growth stage, small to middle market, all the way up to Fortune 50, in all of these different situations, whether they're growing, whether they're not growing, whether they're stagnant, whether they want to accelerate their growth to get to the next level, whether in the same industry, whether the industry is disrupted, they want to shift to another one, whether they want to enter new markets, they have competitive threats, so many different things that can happen to a company. And even though I work with a lot of larger companies or even the startups that may start small, but they have big growth goals, the truth of the matter is that the principles that I've learned really go across all sizes, no matter what the situation the companies are dealing with. The things that I've learned and the tools that I have learned and how to apply, figuring out what the real problem is, showing how to solving it, then getting a roadmap to growth, and then implementing and executing that is something that I've done over and over and over again. And so I wanted to bring this to the masses because so many businesses fail, so many small businesses fail. And while it's true that a lot of businesses fail because of lack of capital, what's also true is that a lot of businesses fail because they don't have the right strategy in place, or they don't hire a strategic growth advisor like myself because they don't even know that I exist, or they've heard of growth strategy, but they don't really know what it is. And it's no fault of their own, whether you have a business background or not. Again, a lot of people in business don't even know what this is. It really has to be about, if you're privy to it. And while all these large companies and a lot of companies retain people like myself or large firms to help them behind the scenes, they don't teach this to people who can actually use them as well. Because again, they charge a lot of money because it's extremely valuable. So I created this book because it's 10-step guide. I very much believe in making complex solutions very simple and easy to understand. But 10 steps you can follow, anyone can follow, where you're an entrepreneur now, an aspiring entrepreneur, business owner, aspiring business owner, or you're an executive somewhere, to really break down what growth strategy is, how you can apply it to your organization. I give you case studies. I give you things that are actually going to help you. And I know that this works because I actually used to do workshops on this. I came up with these 10 steps years ago, and I started presenting them to a lot of small business owners, and they're like, "This is great. We can use this. Like, I wish we had this earlier." But a lot of them couldn't necessarily afford to bring me on for a long period of time. And so my way of giving back is to say, let me create this book because people can afford to buy, to pay $20, $30 for a book for themselves, and maybe more if they want to buy for all their staff, which a lot of people do as well. And so I'm hoping that you get this book to help take your business to the next level, regardless of where you are.